Hey, you right guys, Trophy Munchers Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 12 of Teen Wolf Season 6. These are going to be, just a heads up, on the Patreon on YouTube as well. These are going to be on a different site, which you probably would have seen a couple of times already. Vimeo is what I'll be using from now on because OneHub I just can't use OneHub anymore. So, but Vimeo seems to be working out right. Like they process videos better and stuff. So that's a good sign, and I hope that works out for you guys. So just let me know down below in the comments on YouTube and Patreon as well. If Vimeo works okay for you, just let me know. And yeah, I'm excited for this episode. I'm kind of hoping it's better than episode 11 though, because that was a really bad one. I don't think this can be worse than that. Hopefully not. You guys have let me know like a couple of episodes in 6B that are still like I still have episodes to look forward to, thankfully. I did like the final moment of episode 11. I think having Styles in there is like was a cute moment, like him just, oh, it's so weird like seeing him actually following a career of wanting to be a cop, like because he has been good at the whole detective side of things throughout the show. So seeing him actually follow a career down that is just like, oh, so proud of him. So yeah, episode 11 guy, 12 even. Thankfully not episode 11, but episode 12 guys. If you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want early uploads to the rest of Team Wolf, as long as we have left, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below. Help support the channel as well, and underneath that will be links to my Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow me on either of those. And finally, Discord if you want to join that and talk about the final few episodes with myself and other people. So yeah, episode 12 guys, let's go. This is who's been buying the guns, and this is the villain of 6B. Thea and Gerard. Fucking die. Okay, that is episode 12 of Teen Wolf Season 6. Better than last episode, but still, we had no Styles. What the fuck, really? This is pissing me off. I thought we were going to get like a Styles and Derek moment. I don't know. That's just annoying. We'll start with what I liked. I loved the intro for Theo. I think that was a really good intro. Probably again one of my favorites. I like the repetition of just him kind of waking up in the car when the sheriff's knocking on there. Kind of like he had that repetition when he was like underground and his sister was haunting him. That was really cool. And then the spider kind of making its way inside him and him having to get out with the scalpel. I love that. I thought that, and then it ended off when he was in the car and everyone just kind of shot him. I don't think he's dead. I don't want to say he's dead until we've like seen him dead, because we didn't see him physically die. We just saw him got shot a lot, so we'll see. Hopefully he's not, because he has really grown on me the past few episodes. But yeah, I really like that intro. I also like the idea of these spiders when they made the way into that like guy's mouth and just like, I don't really get. So he's the one who was dead in the locker room, I think. But how is his like? He's still got his skin and stuff. So it's like, did they take his skin and they're just wearing it? But that's like, what the fuck? It's a weird one. But I do like the idea of it, like of the spider doing that. But that's not like a good enough villain for the 6B. So I think that's why they've introduced Gerard, which we've used 3 times now. 3 times he's been the villain. So this is just excellent. Well done. And the only other thing I liked was the little moment between Scott and Malia. Yo, that was like hinting at something. That was hinting at something. I can read things. That was hinting at something. I kind of joked that maybe they'd be like a cute couple. I think like last season I said that. I didn't think they'd actually do, because when you think about it, they haven't really been interacting a lot more like in 6A and like parts of 5B, I think. So, yo, imagine, because they never interacted really before then. So that's why I was like, okay, it's like a long shot, but imagine. Okay, we'll see what happens. I'm excited for that, because that was like a hint at something, I'm going to say. Other than that, I didn't really like this episode at all. I think the worst thing was this Icon House. I know they went there and learned about the fear thing, like they had to go there to learn about fear. But it was just boring. It's just like, what happened? Parrish went to Icon House, Lydia came and saved him and faced her. I like the bit where she like faced her fear of Icon House, and that was cool, but it's just, like I said earlier, we've just used it so many times and it's not interesting anymore. Icon House is not interesting, at least to me. It was fantastic in season 3 when Styles was there. and I didn't mind it so much a little bit after that when like Lydia was kind of trapped there as well. Um, every other time though, it's just been boring, and it was boring here as well. Just when Paris was about to get shot, and then Lydia came in and saved him. I was like, okay, we'll save. It's just not interesting to me anymore. Um, Liam losing control. I don't mind it, but we have seen it a million times. Again, it's just the same thing. I think all of Liam's stuff was the same thing we've seen a million times. Like the pitch training course, him losing control, him and Mason and Corey doing absolutely nothing of interest. Um, it's like I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it be like, here's your new Scott and Styles and Lydia pairing, and it's just like it's not the same. We've watched Styles, Scott, and I'll put Malia in that group as well, and Lydia and Alison. We've watched them kind of grow up from the start. I know Malia was a bit later into it, but we've watched them grow these like 5 seasons. Why in the final season would we want to then watch another group? I know they've been in it a little bit, but like a little bit than just season 6. Like they're in season 5 and a bit of 4 as well. But that's not why we watch Teen Wolf. We don't watch Teen Wolf for Liam, Mason, and Corey. And I know people like these characters, and that's fine. I don't even really hate any of those 3. I don't hate any of them. They're not like unbearable to watch. But I'm just there like, with your final 10 episodes especially, who do you think we want to watch? Who do you think we want to see how their story ends and what happens with Scott, Malia, Lydia, and Styles? They're the characters we want to see, not Liam, Mason, and Corey. Sure, have them in it, but don't have them as like they seem like the main characters, and it's just annoying. Like, ugh. Especially because what they're doing isn't even interesting to me, so it's just a bit of a ball ache. What was happening with Scott and Malia? I'm kind of like torn between. I feel like half the episode they were just trying to find Mr. Argent, and them running through the woods and all that just wasn't interesting. But they did have a little moment, and I do love Mr. Argent, so I'm glad he's back. But he should have just been there anyway. I don't think we should have had to go and hunt him. Like that was just felt like a way to add up time. So yeah, this was another one of those episodes that I didn't hate it because there were good moments to it, and it wasn't as bad as episode 11, but it's still not good enough. Like these are your final 10 episodes. Every episode should be like an 8 out of 10 at least. Like it's just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. Icon House, what was going on with Liam, Mason, and Corey, and parts of Malia and Scott were just bad. But I did like the Theo intro. I like the idea of the spiders, and I did like that little moment. And with Scott and Malia, and I do like that Mr. Argent. Every time Mr. Argent's on screen, he's just a cool guy, you know. So he's just a cool guy. But other than that, like Lydia's a great character, one of my favorites, and like I love her when she's on screen. But what she's actually doing in this episode and at the moment, she should be with Styles, dude. Like you can't build them up all of 6A, like. All of 6A is about her realising that she loved him and that he loved her, and it's about them two reuniting and getting back together. And then you have nothing for 2 episodes of them. Nothing. I get Styles is in like a different place, and I get Dylan O'Brien was filming like the Death Cure or Scorch. I think it was a Death Cure, whatever. But dude, have him call her, have them talk on the phone. They haven't interacted in 2 episodes, dude. They're not even together, are they? I don't know. Fuck. Oh god. Okay, 5 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next episode 13, please with episode 13. And until then, peace.